Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
Were there scratch-off tickets on the amp as Ms. Toller indicated?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did this happen more than once?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did it happen more than 5 times?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, would we say sometime as many as 10 to 20?
It was a consistent communal thing that everybody was aware
Then
of.
how could you not know that this was the deal? In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Lily Ecker claims she was kicked out of her band after her ex-roommate turned the other members against her for refusing to share her lottery winnings.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Ms. Ecker is suing Sammy Toller in the amount of $500.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Miss Ecker, talk to me. What's going on? You want $500 because you feel as though your friend and your former roommate kind of put you out of the band.
Absolutely, yeah.
You didn't get put out of the band on your own?
No. I
No?
mean, no.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Miss Toller, did she get put out of the band because of her own actions?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's where the dispute is, right? Why did you get put out of the band? How did you get into the band to begin with?
Okay, well, it started with an audition.
Okay.
We actually knew each other in college.
Okay.
But we saw each other again in an audition, and she was already part of the band like 3 months prior.
And how long had you been, you were only in the band for 3 months before she came along?
Yes, sir.
All right, and what instrument do you play?
I'm a guitar player, sir.
And Miss Ecker?
Yes, Your Honor, I am a guitar player as well.
So you both play guitar in the band. How many members are in the band?
4.
There are 4. And how long had you been in the band before they let you go?
About 3 to 4 months.
So it wasn't a long gig.
No.
And were you having a good experience being a part of the band?
Yes and no.
Okay. What was the bad experience?
A lot of the times I felt like I was being left out of the group just because I was the last one to come in.
All right. Now, the two of you were roommates, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And how did that relationship work out initially?
Really well. Like, we were really good friends, and we were like, let's
And for how
go.
long? are we talking?
6 months.
All right. Because we're not talking about long durations here. You were
Right.
roommates for 6 months. When did that roommate situation become a little less of a pleasant situation for you both?
For me, it was when I felt like they had little inside jokes between.
Well, how many
the
people
whole-
lived in the residence?
Just us two, but the band members would also come over a lot of the
course.
time, obviously, because we would practice in our little studio space that we would have.
Okay.
And so they would have little inside jokes. I kind of felt like I wasn't always included in the conversation.
And this is in your own home?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Was that going on, Miss Toller?
We have our bandmates, we kind of have a duplex situation where our bandmates have the back unit and then we have the front unit.
So everyone lives in close proximity.
Right, we all live in very close proximity. It wasn't like we're trying to have secret meetings. It's that we're in and out of each other's lives
Got
constantly.
it. All right. Did you ever convey to them, hey guys, I don't feel like I'm one of the band members here. I don't feel like I'm part of the team.
Well, I would feel like if I did convey it to them that I would be like a difficult person.
So the answer is no, you didn't convey
No,
that.
no.
That's what you were feeling. Mm-hmm. Did you pick up a vibe from Miss Ecker that she wasn't necessarily gelling with the rest of you?
No, I didn't know that she
I'm
felt
saying,
that.
did you get a sense that everything was okay, or did you get a sense, I don't know if this is a good fit?
No, I didn't. We felt like it wasn't a good fit.
Don't tell me about we, tell me about you.
I did feel like we weren't a great fit.
You felt that?
Yes, but it was over a long period of time. It was something we were trying to make work.
Okay. And after 3 to 4 months, it didn't work.
No.
But that's not why you believe you were no longer invited to continue playing with the band. Yes?
Yes.
The reason that you feel you weren't invited to play with the band anymore was because?
A scratch-off ticket.
A scratch-off ticket.
Yeah. Yes, Honor.
Dare that scratch-off ticket caused this rift.
Coming up on America's Court.
Was there more than one orange ticket on the day of this incident?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many tickets were there? There were 3.
Yes,
How
sir.
many orange tickets did you buy?
2.
So there was a chance that of those 3 tickets, 1 was not yours.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Lily Ecker, who is suing Semi Toller for lost wages.
So talk to me about the scratch-off ticket, Ms. Toller. What was going on there?
Because we had a communal, our apartment, our duplex thing, is the biggest one. So all of our studio equipment and all of our band equipment is out in our living room.
Got it.
And
Copy.
so we have this giant amp in the room, and all of us band players had this agreement going, including Lily, that we would put all of our scratching tickets on at the end of the week on top of the amp, and that we would scratch them off as we go, and anything we won on the scratching tickets that we would use to, fix up the studio or, repair things.
You considered the
keep things
scratch-off
going.
tickets to be communal.
Yes, yes.
So if one person won, everybody benefited.
Yes, absolutely.
Was that the understanding?
No, they never really communicated that to me.
That's
there wasn't
not
like
true.
a.
You're
thing.
living in the bigger of the 2 duplexes. Was the equipment in that bigger part of that
Yes.
living situation? Were there scratch-off tickets on the amp, as Ms. Toller indicated?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did this happen more than once?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did it happen more than 5 times?
Yes, Your
sir.
Honor.
All right, would we say sometime as many as 10 to 20?
It was a consistent communal thing that everybody was aware
Then
of.
how could you not know that this was the deal?
Well, I
If
didn't-
every week you're seeing everyone leaving these tickets.
Right. I knew about the tickets, but I didn't know it was a common understanding that we had to use our winnings towards like band equipment.
So then I take it you all never won.
We did win sometimes.
Okay, because if she's not under the impression that that is the deal, and then you guys win, then it makes sense to me that she would go, oh, that's what we're doing. We're sharing these winnings.
Your Honor, we all had an understanding from the jump, and it was a beginning part of our band, an established thing that we knew that this was a communal area.
Did you have your own bedroom?
Yes, Your
Yes,
Honor.
sir.
You bought tickets?
Yes, Your Honor.
You bought tickets?
Yes, sir.
The other band members bought tickets?
Absolutely.
Okay. Where did you leave your tickets?
On the amp, that's where everybody leaves them.
All right. Where did you leave your tickets?
Same as well.
Why are you leaving your tickets on an amp if you've got a room and you're not understanding how this thing works in terms of the community of tickets being together?
I think it's because I would just leave them there to just come back to. I didn't understand.
Why wouldn't you leave them in your room? Because if you're just leaving tickets randomly, you don't know which ticket was purchased by which individual. If everyone's leaving their tickets in the exact same place and they look exactly the same, correct?
Yes.
Yes and no. She would also.
What's the no of that?
She would frequently like change the different color of the tickets because there's different colors with.
Okay.
We all
You're
had different
telling me
colored
that you
tickets,
didn't
sir.
feel a part of the group, but you're doing the very thing that everybody else in the group is doing, and you don't have any idea as to why you're leaving your ticket in the exact same spot as everyone else.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I wanted to feel included.
Okay, well, part of that inclusivity was we all share whatever comes as a result of this. Whether that was stated or implied, your actions demonstrated I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right. And so we get an actual winning ticket, correct?
Yes, sir.
From what I read in the complaint.
Yes. Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
And you thought it was yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Based on what?
Based on just on the amp, and I usually get orange tickets, and it was orange. And she usually...
And you're the only person of the collective that gets orange scratch-off tickets.
Usually, yes.
Usually means that's not always the case. So there are occasions where someone else also has bought orange tickets. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that's identifiable other than the color of the ticket?
No, sir.
So if two people on one particular week bought orange tickets, how would you know which orange ticket was which? Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I feel like I wouldn't know because I'm the one who gets the orange tickets.
We've already established you get the
all the
orange tickets.
time.
We also already established that other people get orange tickets.
Yes, but I also feel like I tend to...
This is not about how you feel. This is about what happened.
Right.
What had happened was there were more than one orange ticket. Yes?
Not in that pile, though.
That's not true.
Okay.
No.
How many tickets are typically in that pile?
About...
It can
Well, it
range.
kind of just depends.
From
Exactly,
1
very
to 5, 10?
I'd say between 5 and 7 on average.
Okay. I don't play these lottery games. Are there several different variations on color?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can have orange.
Yes.
You can have blue.
Yes.
What other colors are we talking?
Green.
Green.
You can have green. Anything else?
We have gold ones.
They have gold
and
ones.
white.
Okay. Was there more than one orange ticket on the day of this incident?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many tickets were there? There were 3.
Yes,
How
sir.
many orange tickets did you buy?
2.
So there was a chance that of those 3 tickets, 1 was not yours.
Yes, Your Honor.
Coming up on America's Court.
Okay, so there was at least 3, and you bought how many of those?
2, sir.
Okay, but you remember buying 2 as well. Okay, so the
That's
math is not mathing.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Lily Ecker, who is suing Semi Toller for lost wages.
You had your hand up, yes.
The day that all of this happened, I brought in 2 tickets. They were orange. I do believe there was another orange one sitting on the amp. But I put those 2 down.
So we know that there were at least 3, and you're saying there could have been as many as 5 orange tickets.
Not 5 orange tickets. The rest of them were different colors.
Okay, so there was at least 3, and you bought how many of those?
2, sir.
Okay, but you remember buying 2 as well. Okay, so the
That's
math is not mathing. If there's only 3 orange tickets, and you bought 2 tickets, and you bought 2 orange tickets, both of you bought 2 orange tickets, either somebody's colorblind or someone's lying. Who ends up going and claiming the grand prize of the ticket?
I do, Your Honor.
You feel as though, so how did you know which ticket to pick up, or you just randomly?
I just grabbed, like, whatever was on the top pile, I just grabbed, and then I just...
And you scratched off, and it came back winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yes.
And the prize was what?
$800.
$800. You feel as though you're entitled to that $800?
I wanted it to be split 50-50 as
So
was.
your answer is yes. I'm entitled to the $800, and then the others are also equally entitled.
Yeah, I guess.
She said, So as far as you're concerned, she's just tracking mud all over the carpet, the communal carpet. She's just not with the program at all.
Correct, sir.
All right. And what do you do as a result? Because you didn't sue her for that money.
No, sir.
Did you ask her to give you some of the money?
She really wants the $800 for herself. I just think if we split it down the middle, it's fair.
Coming up on America's Court.
So you told them she's a thief. Is that what you told them?
That was not the exact nomenclature, but
Yes, yes.
I do feel that.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Lily Ecker, who is suing Semi Toller for lost wages.
You weren't happy and you told the other bandmates what?
I did tell them what happened.
What'd you tell them?
I told them that she took 2 of the communal tickets, off of the amp. $800 was one, and she wants to keep it for herself.
And you were like, I'm not feeling that at all.
No, sir.
All right. So you told them she's a thief. Is that what you told them?
That was not the exact nomenclature, but
Yes, yes.
I do
yes, she
feel
did.
that.
Judge, it wasn't the exact nomenclature.
I like that.
But the sentiment that you expressed clearly identifies with the emotions that I was experiencing in that moment. Right? Okay, I got you. I see you. All right, and you didn't want to share.
No, Your Honor.
All right, she shares, but she's like, okay, you don't want to share the money? I'm going to share what I think of you to the other bandmates. Isn't that what happened?
But she always has been sharing what she thinks of me.
Even
towards-
before the tickets?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the tickets didn't matter one way or the other then?
No, Your
Okay,
Honor.
so then why are we here?
We're here because we were supposed to do a 4-show weekend, basically.
Yes.
On Saturday, well, I won the scratch-off ticket on Friday. Saturday,
You just said this really has nothing to do with the ticket because she was already having her feelings conveyed as to you and your membership in this band.
right.
So we spent all this time talking about tickets that had nothing to do with the fact that the bottom line is the band kicked you to the curb.
Right.
So it has nothing to do with the scratch-off tickets if she was already saying things about you anyway. And yet you made reference to the scratch-off ticket to say this is how she disparaged you.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
You're drawing the connection between the ticket and being fired in your own complaint. But here in court right now, you just said it really wasn't about that. She was always doing that.
Well, I would hear things from other people about their little, like how they felt about me.
Right, they didn't like you.
Yeah.
So based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the guy was going to come down in favor of the defendant. You wanted me to have Miss Toller pay you for the lost wages because the band members ultimately decided, based on things she shared with them, that you shouldn't be in the band, and they said, you're right, you're gone. Well, you can't meet your burden in this case because if she had certain feelings about you, that's just her opinion. If everyone's participating in the scratch-off tickets, you participate and equally share it with everybody else. You weren't doing all that. Soar, fly, go do your own thing.
Yes, sir.
But in this instance, your matter's dismissed. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
Good luck with life. That's all I have to say.
I didn't dislike you as much as you thought you did.
No, but you did. You did.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.